Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today we are going to be eating some onion rings, chili cheese onion rings. So I made these myself. The onion rings are Ore-Ida, just whatever freezer brand you can use, homemade, whatever you want. And then the chili is Hormel, which is my favorite. And then I have some shredded cheddar on top. I tried to get a thumbnail in there. I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. Alright, so let's try this. This one doesn't have very much stuff on it. We'll try this one. I'll show you guys. Alright. First bite. So these onion rings remind me of, I've never had these before, by the way. They remind me of Burger King's onion rings. This is 2. It's so good. Nice and crunchy. I like chili cheese fries, but I think these might be better because of the crunch. So when these were done, I sprinkled some Johnny's seasoning salt. I tried one and they don't really have a flavor. The breading doesn't have any flavor. So if you do get this brand, I recommend seasoning them. And it says on the bag too to season after they're done cooking. My stomach is making noises. Strawberry bubbly today. I have worked up an appetite for this. There's a little bit of a sweetness to them too. So I hope everybody is having an awesome week. I started my week off with a 5.5-mile hike. That took us about 2.5 hours. I took the kids with me just to get them out of the house. We went to a new park that we haven't been to. It's a state park. And so we were literally going up hills and then down the hills. And they have like horse trails. So if you have a horse, you can take the horse along the trails, and there's bridges. There's little creeks that run through. I think it's a volcano. Like a dormant volcano. One that doesn't work. This one's really saucy. Oh, I get the chili that has no beans whenever I make chili cheese fries. I always get the chili without beans. When I was younger, my mom used to make this chili. It was called we called it poor man's chili. She would take a can of chili and then chop up hot dogs into little, she'd just not dice them up, she'd chop them up and then cook them in with the chili. And then instead of using hamburger buns, we'd use sliced bread. And then we'd ladle the chili and hot dogs over the bread. And then sometimes we'd have cheese to go on top. But yeah, we would eat that all the time, and it was my favorite. Sometimes I would do just the chili without hot dogs. It was so good. I forgot to grab a straw. So yeah, we did a 5.5 mile hike yesterday. We started at 8:30 in the morning. And the plan was just to do it was like a 1.8 mile hike. But, you know, we were liking it. It's nice to be out in nature. Especially early in the morning, you hear the birds chirping and then you can hear the flow of the creek. But you know, we weren't tired or anything, so we just kept going. I put a picture of the screensaver, of the map on my screensaver, so we would know where we're at, because they don't have a map. They have signs that tell you, you know, if you go this way, it's this trail, and if you go that way, it's the other trail. But they don't have a picture of the map. Like, every once in a while, you'll come to a picture of the map. But that was at, like, different parking areas, different trailheads. So luckily I did that before we even started. Just so that we would know where we were at, because we kept going. And we ended up pretty much circling the whole volcano, but it was, you know, there would be elevation and then parts where you'd go down pretty steep. And they had some pretty cool wooden bridges. And there was one that was, what kind of bridge is that? It was like, it was held up by cables, and it was very narrow, and it was kind of wobbly. I don't know what kind of bridge that is, but there was one of those. It was pretty cool. Kind of scary. But yeah, the kids and I had fun. There's a lot of hikes that you can do in the Portland area, so we didn't even have to go far. I think the drive time was maybe 20 minutes, maybe. If you ever come to Portland, I would say you'd have to do one of the hikes. There's another one that I have planned for me and the kids to do. And it's like right in the middle of the city, right by downtown Portland. And it's called, I think it's in Forest Park, which has, I don't know how many miles worth of trails. But there's a few trails that go by Stone House, which is dubbed the Witch's Castle. And there's one that goes by a mansion, and you can tour the grounds, and it's never been changed. To go on the outside, it's free, but to go inside the mansion, it's called Piddick Mansion. I think it costs $5 per person, but you can go and tour inside the mansion and see how things were and how the decor was. And like, I've never been there before. My kids went there on a field trip that I wasn't able to go to because I had to work. But I plan on taking them again this summer and doing the trails there. So yeah, if you're ever in Portland, definitely check out some of the hikes, because Oregon is just a beautiful state in general. So I'm going to save this for Jose. He's upstairs sleeping. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every one of you guys. And don't forget to comment, subscribe, and rate this video. Turn your notifications on, please. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.